Fun.
Welcome to episode 2 of the Giggles and Glutes podcast with Ane and myself, Zoe. We're so happy to be with you guys today. This is our second episode, and we're going to get straight into it.
Straight into it. I can't believe that we actually on our second episode. I just before we get into the topic of today, I just wanted to say that it's been such a long like to actually say like welcome to episode 2 feels like we've achieved the most.
Because people don't know how many times we thought we were recording and we just were not recording. This should be like our sixth actual episode.
No, and then you know exactly damn it. Not again. But here we are with episode 2. So happy and excited to have you guys with us. I was actually like in the mall the other day and
Mm,
I didn't think that I would like see Christmas decorations. So you know, like in back home, all the stores do Christmas decorations. But here, obviously, it's a little bit different. For reference, for those of you who don't know, I live in the UAE, so obviously it's a Muslim Islamic country. But then I saw this one store had like the Christmas tree and like gifts hanging from the ceiling, and I got so excited. And I wish that like the rest of the mall was decorated in Christmas, but they don't like, really do that here.
and I understand why they don't, but at the same
Yeah.
time, they've got so many expats in their country. Like,
But they do
uh,
a lot of amazing things. There's like Christmas market and like I don't
okay,
know if you know, like in Dubai they have the Sea World Dubai where they do the indoor snow, whatever you can
I
do like
don't
a
know, but
skiing. But they have this like skiing thing, so I think they use that venue to like create the Christmas type of vibe for the cold, you know, and like to get the whole Christmas energy going and whatever. There's a lot of Christmas market which is really cool. So hopefully I will be going into that. But it's
you
like the festive
should, you should.
season.
Christmas markets are so much fun. Our
Oh,
Christmas market is also opening in in a week and a half's
oh,
time.
can you
And this
imagine?
morning, the first snow. Okay, not where we are staying. Somewhere in Leipzig, it was snowing last night because I've seen so many cars driving around with snow on their bonnets, and I was like, I had no snow. I woke up because I went to the bathroom in the middle of the night just to check. I pulled the blind down to check outside. I was like, oh, I went back to bed thinking, no snow, I can't believe. And then when I saw other cars with snow on their bonnet, I was like, oh, why did they get the snow?
Where did you? But I also think it's so crazy that we are actually into the like the season, and I know that it's a time for a lot of people where they like, oh my word, it's the end of the year.
Yeah.
Besides the like end of year fatigue that's hitting in that a lot of people are currently dealing with. I don't know about you, but I sure am tired as hell. Where can I retire for the remainder of this year? Just
You can come to me. You are welcome to come to me.
we should just lay down. Let's everybody just lay down, take a quick nap, and then we
Oh,
like carry on with our life. And it's also like that time where we reassess all the things that we have done this year and all the things that we have kind of. I'm not a New Year's resolution type of person. Are
yeah, me
you?
neither. No, I don't
Yeah,
believe in it.
I
I
just
just
feel
set
like you're
goals
setting
and then I
yourself
just
up
tick them
for failure,
off.
which is like what it should be considered normal. I
Normal.
think it's just
Yes.
not like, oh, I'm gonna stop this, I'm gonna do this, whatever, and then like New Year's, the countdown is over, and you wake up and you magically the person that you had the New Year's resolution to be, because that's not how life
Yeah.
works. Sometimes I'm like, it's not how life works. But now is like this time of the year, I feel like a lot of people automatically that switch in your head goes off where you are like, oh yes, at the beginning of this year, I said I was gonna. All of a sudden, you
Yes.
remember all the things that you told yourself you were going to do, and now there's like a few weeks later this year, and you're trying to cram all of those crazy things in on top of being year-end fatigue. I'm like,
Yes.
why are we doing this? Like, it's
Why are we chasing
okay.
goals?
Yeah, it's like okay to just be like, I can try this again next year, you
But at
know?
the same time, it's human nature to
Mm.
want to do more than what you actually capably,
Capable
probably.
of.
Oh,
You should have our own dictionary, apparently.
yeah, we really need our own dictionary because
Capably.
the words we use that are not words. Anyway, we want to do way more than what we can. And I think it's
Yeah.
the feeling of being told your whole life you must do more, resting is for when you're dead or whatever.
Yeah.
It's like this unspoken societal norms that makes you feel like you didn't do enough or you must work harder or whatever. When in the matter of fact, you've been pushing yourself for 11 months and maybe now is the time to rest. Maybe now is the time to take a moment and be like, oh, thank God for the strength for the
Agree.
week. Thank God for for the year, sorry. Thank God for all the things I was able able to accomplish, and the things that I was not able to accomplish, I'll do that in the new year. But right now, I think, a time to actually just become one with
Slow
yourself
down.
and your thoughts.
Yeah.
And
Also, the thing it's like measuring yourself on somebody else's merit as well. I feel like a lot of us have gotten into the very bad habit where we see what other people are doing and we think and feel that what we are doing is not enough. But it's
yeah,
like you forget that your journey and your life is not the same as the next person. They could be hustling in something and you could be hustling in something as well. It doesn't take away from what you are doing, and what you are doing doesn't take away from what they are doing. So it's kind of also like just that, which is something that's a thing in a sense, because I feel like it keeps you motivated to constantly want to do more and be better for yourself in a sense. But it's also a bad thing because you kind of like draining yourself and expecting the most of yourself.
yes,
And it's kind of the same if you put that in terms of relationship, friendship, romantic, and whatever work relationships you have with people, but also like in the gym, for example, the relationship that you have with yourself in the gym, seeing all these people, oh, she lost all the weight this year, but I am so lost so
yes,
much. The fact that loss is already in itself an achievement, but because the next person done like so much better, you
yeah,
feel like you didn't,
yeah.
enough.
Yeah,
And
I think it's because we always minimize our achievements or our accomplishments. We're always like, I don't know, I think it's the imposter syndrome that creeps in,
mm,
and you just like, you think that you or your self-worth or the things that you've accomplished can't possibly be as great as the next person. And I think it's social media's got a lot to do with that, because you open up this
yeah,
phone, you see people flying all around the world, you see people buying from the store and that store and eating at this restaurant and that restaurant and getting their time to work on their bodies and get healthier and fitter and whatever. But you don't realize like this chick that you're seeing online is probably firstly maybe half your age. Secondly, to some women has never maybe had kids before or whatever, because
mm,
that changes your body. Or this person has a different lifestyle where this is their job, being
yeah,
on
yeah.
social media. So they have more time to dedicate to these things, and you have your own job and your own life. But it's just like sometimes thoughts intertwine. But
Yeah, and I think it's also a team people too, especially in today's world where that we live in such a toxic time that we live
yes,
in. Unfortunately, to say so, because you are constantly comparing yourself to the next person. You're constantly thinking less of yourself, that you are not enough, that what you are doing is not enough. Like, what do you bring to the table? Like, I feel like it's such a toxic back from that, and to actually be like, I'm gonna block out the noise and this. I'm actually on a society that we are living in at the moment, and I feel like it's very important for people to take a social detox at the moment. Yesterday, I was like, I'm not going to engage in Instagram, check my DMs, I respond to my friends and the reels that they send me, whatever. But I'm
the
like not
real
sitting
say.
and scroll. Yeah, the reels, because that's how we communicate these days. But I like, and I don't go look at people's stories that I'm not viewing, because I actually realized I have gotten into a little bit of a rut in that sense where social media is concerned. And I just felt like I needed to cut myself from it for a little bit, just to be like, where am I at without the pressures of, and that's
I
like such an
constantly having
important,
to, yeah,
it's
yes.
an important,
I
like, yeah. No, no,
no,
I'm
as
saying it's important, yeah.
I did a couple of years ago, and ever since I did that, I was never able to actually be consistent in posting afterward. I don't know, it affected me so much, or I think I just enjoyed going incognito
Go.
some days, and like just told myself like you don't have to post. If you're gonna be using to generate income worth or whatever, then you just don't feel obligated to
But
be in the
even,
race.
yeah, but it's even so, like, even if it's your job to be on social media, like you are full-time content creator, for example, or you have Instagram is paying you, blah, you, these people that depend on you for motivation and encouragement and all of these things, like, even then, so, even more so, you should still take a step back and take time for
Yes,
yourself. Because if you think about it, it's work. People don't work, and people actually step away from their job for a while as a break because it's needed. And I just, yeah, I feel very consuming. But
yes.
yeah,
I
yeah,
mean,
yeah.
it's fun at the
So
same time. It's just
100%.
finding the balance. That's
Yeah.
everything in. And then talking about balance, I actually want to ask you one question. So
Mm-hmm.
we're on the topic of of the festive season at the moment and being able to spot when it's time to take rest and whatever. But I want to ask you, what would you suggest is the best way to kind of maintain a certain level of fitness? Because I don't want the message to be lost that we're just taking the whole December off and it's December
Yeah.
the whole, and then you come back in Jan and you so far or even further off from your goals or from where you wanted to
Yeah.
be. And then you feel even more despondent that you didn't do enough last year, but it's because in December you just totally went all the way to the other
Balls
side
to
of
the
the
wall.
spectrum. Yeah.
I think that definitely is to not curb yourself. I feel like people go from, this is a mistake that people often make, and it's not that they do it intentionally. You go from one extreme to the other extreme. People don't necessarily know how to find the balance and the common ground between that. So in December, I don't know how this works for other people, but the majority of people have a little bit more time on their hands in December. Not necessarily enough time that they are sitting around doing nothing, because it is the busiest time of the year.
Yes.
And people, I think what people struggle with a lot is how to prioritize what they are doing. So I would say, like, if you are somebody who has been consistent in the gym for all this whole year, going to the gym for you at this point is a non-negotiable. You go to
Mm.
the gym first, and then the rest of your day will
Yes.
happen. But this is not directed at the people that are at that point where the gym is a non-negotiable. This is for the people that are maybe just starting out a couple of months ago, or like they like, I still don't know, this is the first time I festive season, whatever. I think that overloading yourself and maybe just being like, okay, I had the time to do 5 days a week, for example, but now I have time, but I need to do other things. Maybe I will commit to 3 days a week.
Mm.
This is what my week is going to look like, potentially, because as we know, life happens. Potentially, this is what my week will look like. So, the best thing for me to do is to go in the morning.
Yeah.
Then they're done. I'm not going to commit to an evening session because my friends are going to invite me for wine and we're going to go out and da 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 da. Whatever. You don't know what's going to happen throughout your day. So, prioritizing the gym first thing in the morning. Maybe I'm not saying wake up at 5 a.m. and be ridiculous if that's not what you do. Just make sure that maybe it's the first thing that you do in the morning. And I
Yeah,
think
get
that
it out
also
the
because,
way.
yes, and then at least you don't feel, because I know for somebody who trains, like both of us, all the time, when you miss the gym, you feel bad because
Guilty,
you didn't,
yeah.
yeah. And so,
It's
and
not
the
going to visit your
eating,
granny.
yeah.
Like when you didn't go visit your granny in a long time, you're like,
Yeah, I should probably go visit my granny. I also think that like where food is concerned, it's a very difficult time of the year. People are obviously indulging a little bit extra, different in many parts of the world, depending on whether it's winter or summer, because that also plays a massive role in the comfort food and all of those things. So summer, it's a little bit easier, I'd say, in that sense, but also
it's
not on the alcohol
definitely
side.
easier in summer, especially like 'cause we spend a little bit of winter in Germany before we come to Cape Town.
Yeah.
And from next week, we have Christmas parties that we need to attend. Or if it's not a Christmas party, it's a cheers. Like, and then we will have glühwein at the
Is it blue
and
wine?
glühwein.
Oh,
It's
okay.
wine basically that gets heated, and then sugar gets added to it, and it's
Like
so
an eggnog,
tasty.
a different
No,
version
it's
of eggnog.
wine, but
Oh,
it's in the same hot alcohol drink category. You want to put
okay.
eggnog? Yeah. You can buy like little puffs, and
Mm-hmm.
then there's the eggnog liquor over these
Okay.
over these amazing puffs. But after 4 or 5 of those puffs, you want to take your jacket off. You are hot, hot,
Hot.
hot, hot. Take on the Christmas market.
Ultimate Christmas tree drink. But
So
even
I'm
like so that,
excited.
but even also like with that, these things like the foods and drinks and all of that, like, I feel like also a lot of people have become a lot more aware of what they consume. So I feel
Yeah,
like even if you go out, restaurants have amazing options now for
yeah,
food as well. If you go out to your friends, I'm pretty sure they cater for you know, the healthier choice.
yes,
So it isn't that difficult actually in today's life, especially maybe a couple of
yeah.
years ago. Sure, we would have been having a different conversation,
Yeah,
but the time
people
has
are
changed
more
and people are
acceptant.
aware.
Yeah, yeah,
So it's difficult to kind of stay on track, and I think we get in our head about it, and then we like freak out, and then we just like, okay, I
yeah,
can't do this balancing because I don't want to be the friend
yeah,
that says thank you, or I don't want
yes,
to be the one that doesn't da da da. But you don't have to be the friend that says no
yeah.
thank you. You only
Like
need
I
to be
told
salad. Bless you. do this before we sneeze.
Such a habit. And also, you know that I used to sneeze randomly and then without being able to control it. So Andy gets so mad with me when I do that. So now I'm like trying to anticipate when the sneeze is coming, I think, to have my hands up in time. Because he gets mad if my hands don't go
Not the
up in
only
time.
person, not the only person that does that. It's like I feel like those super your hands are on standby to go.
Yes.
Absolutely. So yeah, I think just like a final thing on this topic is that for people not to think about it. Don't be hard on yourself actually when it comes to the festive season. If you've been good and you've tried your best to stay on track throughout this entire year, like take a little time to enjoy yourself with your family and your friends, even if
Yeah.
that means that. And don't think also that when you go to the gym, you have to punish yourself for what you ate and what you drank.
Yes.
It's not a punishment. You are going to the
And you
gym
don't
in
need to
celebration
exercise.
of, yes, you are celebrating your body, the fact that you are moving, that you are able, that you get to go to the gym, that you get to go to move your body. It's a privilege and it should be celebrated. So the gym is not a place where you serve yourself punishment, really. And
Yes.
even more so in the festive season. So like, have an amazing freaking time. Enjoy yourself and go to the gym when you can and do what you
Yeah.
need to do. You know what that
100%.
is.
Yeah.
Yeah, totally. And also one last thing is also like people can also get very busy during this time as their time off where they
Yeah.
end up not feeling rested. So I also like want to encourage to just make some time to actually rest
Rest.
and
Yeah.
do nothing for like at least 1 or 2 days. Like, it's such a busy time of the year. That's important. You don't want to go
Get
back to work
some
tired.
vitamin D. Get lots and lots and lots and lots and lots of vitamin D. So good for you.
Especially
Okay, I'm trying to be positive and make like the cold. My coffee machine's making such a noise. And he's even gotten solar
confident.
lights for the patio so that it's a fake light coming in when it gets dark. It's like so that it's not so dark outside. There's our lights. I put them on
Because
the
what time is
terrace.
your sunset at the moment? The moon or something?
4:30
Wow.
at the moment, but then by the beginning of December, when Andy's birthday time at 3 o'clock, it would be dark
Oh,
at 3. Yeah. Just message him on the 3rd and be like, good evening. Just message him at 3 and be like, good evening. I hope you're having a good evening. He would
I
be
will do
so
that.
mad.
Oh my goodness.
Honey,
What?
do you want to see my advent calendar?
See, I just want to say to the people listening that Zoe and I have, while you get that, Zoe and I have made a pact that we will no longer going to buy things off Instagram. But she keeps on sending me, like, look at this, it's so pretty. What is it?
This is my advent calendar
Just hold
from
it up a little bit.
Style Korea,
South Korea, the
and
K-beauty is really taking over.
I am obsessed.
Is it worth the hype?
Obsessed. It's actually so underrated. If I had to,
Really?
yes, like I've been having acne or problems with my skin since for the longest time. I've been on Roaccutane. I've had any tropical cream that you could use. I was using it. I've been to dermatologist after dermatologist, and like I just feel it was not doing what I needed it to do. But since I've started K beauty or Korean skincare in June, I think before I came to Cape Town, I got it. The quality of my skin has just
I can
changed
see.
completely. Like my pores are more refined, my acne scarring is going away. Now, to be fair, I do use a high percentage retinol in the evening, and I use a niacinamide serum in the morning every day. I use niacinamide. But it's a K beauty product that I'm
Got it.
using. So yeah, I am.
I think I need to jump on this Korean beauty train. But can you open one box on your advent calendar? Or are you going to put a poll on your Instagram?
See,
But I
that
really,
everyone was how I should wait. Which date should we?
I don't know.
It's the Christmas day.
Don't
Wait, do
pull
they
your
have another
birthday date.
24?
Don't pull your birthday date out, okay? Let
Okay,
me just
let's
say
do
that.
Christmas Eve, the
Okay.
24th.
Is this a bad idea? I don't think
Why?
maybe don't do
Hey,
it.
you got me so excited.
Maybe don't do it. I feel like this is a bad idea. What if it's like bad? I'm very superstitious. What if you're
This
not supposed to
is
do this
such an
before the time?
anticlimax. No, no, no. Doing it now. You ruined it.
Hey, I'm
You
very
will
superstitious.
have to wait. So
I'm
excited because I was like,
so
I can open it, even though everybody said I shouldn't. I'm gonna do it because Danae wants to see it, and
please
that can be
agree.
my excuse.
In that moment, I'm very sorry. I think you should wait. Listen here. I have some tea.
Tea extra to the podcast.
It
It's not
could
about.
be.
You say
You can
it's
add it
tea.
in.
I'm assuming that
It's
tea
tea,
tea.
but this is okay. Yeah, but this is our point. Everything here is tea. So like the December's coming and a time of the year where you feel like you need to go out, do things, and da 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 da. And we know I am not a dating effort. I like to like meet
Okay.
people in person. Anyways, a lot nice. Downloaded it for the first
Okay.
time. What? Why do you look so confused?
Why Hinge?
Because apparently there's a big option here. People were saying
Okay.
like here, like Tinder is not great and Bumble great. Hinge is
Okay.
apparently. And my friend was explaining to me that like you, as the female, you start a conversation or something. I don't know how the hell this works. People can
Okay.
send people roses, like the
Okay.
best. Like you can see like what is this anyway? So I downloaded it and I completed my full profile. I have pictures, which
Okay. Okay.
is like not like
Do you want to
me.
show us your profile?
Wait, I paused my
Okay.
profile. I paused
Why?
it and I was like, no, no, no. I felt so like, oh my word, this is so like dehumanizing. Like
That's
to be
not.
swiping like this.
That's
Me
not know my opinion on the whole dating.
you
For me, it was a game changer because I could choose who and where and how. It gave me the option to be like, I don't know, I don't want to sound like weird or anything, but I hated speaking to random people when we were out. If someone just came up to me and started talking to me, it was like, okay, yeah. It was like, so the dating app allowed me to skip that whole interaction and to just
okay,
choose someone that I'm possibly going to want to speak to like that. And that's why I
okay,
enjoyed it. And then you are in control. You get to decide if you want to meet the person, if you don't want to meet the person, if you want to go out for a date or if you don't want to go out for a date. I don't know, I just like the power of being in control of, you know what, hey, we are all playing Tinder in our heads every day. When you're out walking in
that's
the
true.
road, you're looking at someone, you're
That's
like,
so
oh, nah.
true.
Or you're like, oh, cute, I would. Like, you're doing that shit in your head in any case, so you might as well do it on an app and get to see pictures of someone. You could be
Oh,
catfished though, but I was
you
only
see,
catfished once, and it wasn't his face, it was his height.
you
He was shorter than me, and I'm not that cool. He had such a tall appearance on his profile. I can't describe it. He
you
seemed
see,
like
and
so,
people
but
do
that's
people love.
fine. He was a
Oh,
sweetheart.
there's a
I stayed for the
cutie.
whole day. We had good wine and pizza. So it was fine. I just at the end of the day it was like, look, this was so much fun. I'm not interested. And
Interested, and that's what you. I
yeah,
think
and
this is
that
my thing. Like I gone, I guess I need to try it because I've never tried it before. So they also ask you like these questions on your profile. You need to be written prompts. So I'm like very bad with it, right? So they give you like, so there's like this list you all thing,
okay, I
and
think.
then you can choose a thing to like complete the thing. I feel like I need to be good at like a play on words with it. But
You
I literally told myself, Debbie will say I must use ChatGPT, and here you are telling me to use ChatGPT. There's a couple of cute people on here. I think maybe I will like, yeah, because I'm sick and tired of being single now. I'm
It's
tired
not
of
that, it's you actually want someone to
it.
do stuff with. That's what it is. It's
and
wanting someone to just do stuff and having someone that has to do stuff with you
with
because they're
you,
your
yes.
person.
And also, and even like not even to do the stuff, even to be like,
Companionship,
I
yeah.
just wanna show. Do you
Yeah.
wanna come and chill with
Sure.
me? Like
Yeah.
at this moment, that's what I want. To be honest with you, I'm not even like looking for the adventure right now. I just want to chill on the couch, chill with me. Then you can go. And so I'm so like,
Yeah.
how did I get like this?
Nah,
So
there's so many
overwhelmed.
chicks in this situation. I was in that
I
situation. There's
know.
nothing shameful about wanting to find someone or wanting to meet someone and stuff. There's people are looking for that shit every day, but like trying to deny it or hide the fact that they are doing that. Anyway,
Yeah.
guys, let us know, what do you think about the whole dating, online dating situation
Please
in the
let us
comments.
know.
Let us know if you've been on Tinder, Hinge, Bumble, whatever. And if you had a good experience or bad experience, if you're married now from that, like myself. Thank you for coming or listening to episode 2 of the Giggles and Glutes podcast. We will see you guys next time. Take care.
Bye.